thing that may be crossing your mind as you watch this episode is the issue of barotrauma. After all, we've been talking repeatedly about it on the Outdoor Journal radio podcast. The increased mortality rates caused by fishing in deep water and the ethics around doing it during the heat of the summer are a bit of a concern. However, lake trout are an exception to the rule. Unlike most fish, who rely solely on outside pressure to regulate the air in their swim bladder, lake trout have the ability to manually inflate and deflate theirs when transitioning from drastic changes in water depth. They do this by literally burping out the air from their swim bladder, something that's even visible on LiveScope as we watch the fish swim to the surface.
That being said, this does not take the mortality rate all the way to zero, especially given the lake trout's tendency to give hard, prolonged fights as they make their way up from deep water. This was evident on my second fish that required quite a bit of TLC and a unique piece of equipment to get her back down to depth and ultimately swimming away.
Okay, as Ange is holding this fish, we know she's got a bit of she hasn't burped enough. If it's barotrauma or whatever it is, she just needs to get air out of her. One way of doing it, if you don't want to stick a needle into the fish, is you use a descending device. And what I got here is I picked all this stuff up in different places and put it together. This is what you buy online. I bought this on Amazon, just this piece right here. It's just a hook. It's a really sharp pointed reverse hook that goes into the bottom jaw of the fish, like that. And I grab a bungee cord, because you want a little bit of stretch. And I got my buddy Sean to make me up a big heavy-duty weight like this, like that, and it pulls it down. So basically, I hook this onto here. We'll do this quick. We're gonna hook that into the fish, like I said before. It's gonna pull down with the weight all the way down. We'll get her to the bottom because lake trout are great for that. They can go to any depth like that. Once you get down, the fish is hooked like this. You literally, with the bungee, you go like that, and you pull it out of the bottom jaw. And then the fish swims away, and then you gotta reel it all back in. Put your net down?
Yeah, hopefully the weight will be enough.
Yeah, I don't know if it will be or not.
Well, we're about to find out. Look at that, we can see it on the LiveScope. That is great.
How far down?
You're at
halfway.
35 feet.
Okay.
And yeah, she's kind of leveling off and then just slowly moving around. 40 feet, 45. That is incredible. To see this happening on LiveScope is absolutely nuts.
Now it's supposed to pop out.
Pop.
There we go.
Nice.
She should be down there.
Yeah, she's just wandering back and forth now, up about to 90 feet.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool.
And just swimming. There is no way that we could have ever experienced that without this technology.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
For sure, right?
Nice work, brother.
It worked. I'm glad. It's the first time I've used it. That's awesome.
It works.